Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I want to bring you the update on the CI Stormbrand Trickster that I've been playing for the past couple of days. I just stopped streaming, so I had a 9-hour stream behind me, and yeah, we did Uber Elder, we did Shaper, we did just every single content that was available at this point. So yeah, characters working out quite good. I finally could 6-link my Impulsor after probably like 2000 fusing, so this time I'm not gonna double corrupt it, I'm just gonna keep it like it is. But other than that, the league wasn't really generous to me at all, because I'm still like every day I'm just running any kind of high tier maps that I find, and at the end of the day I have my jewelers, my fusings, whatever else, and then I just convert that to chaos and try to buy some kind of upgrades. So for the quick map showcase, and by the way, map showcase, I will post the full Uber Elder fight at the end of this video, so you can take a look on how this playstyle looked like. So let's run a tier 15 map for now, activate, so you can see how the playstyle is. As a quick reminder how this works, we have a total of 5 brands that we can summon. And we have brand recall that's currently in a 1.88 seconds cooldown. What that means is as soon as I press brand recall, I'm gonna sap all my brands to my current position. So the playstyle is actually, I'm just gonna enter the map for the first pack or so. I'm just gonna cast some brands, right? And then I just flame dash around and just get these brand recalls to myself, and everything explodes, because with the brand recall they get more attachment range and they will refresh a little bit of their cooldown. So enough said, let's go right into the map. It's a tier 15 map. I'm going to clear it fully because we have the potential of getting some Guardian maps in total of that, right? So let's clear this memory here, and as you will see, the playstyle is actually pretty sweet. It's pretty smooth. It's actually quite fast, I would say. Damage-wise, I'm gonna admit that you feel the nerf. So as you know, that the brand recall and screw. Did I just ruin this memory? Great, Sana, thumbs up. You suck. Anyway, so brands got nerfed, and it didn't really feel as a nerf while mapping, actually, because maps are not hard at all, right? So, but once we had to face some higher tier bosses like Guardians, Shaper, and so on, you could definitely feel a lack of DPS. That's why I added up a Lightning Spire trap on top of that to add a little bit more single target DPS. And yeah, you could actually... Am I silenced? Really? That's not generous. So let's quickly browse through this map. But yeah, the playstyle is pretty fun. It's fast. It's end game viable, so that's actually pretty cool. So as I said before, we like single target. So you feel the nerf. I added the lightning spot trap, but that lightning spot trap is just a little bit shitty to do once you're not a trapper, right? Oh, we get a Sana map. What do we get? I'm not sure. Let's just finish this boss here. I will return here in a second, like after the video, and then I can do that. Cause I really need currency. I'm so broke. Okay, let's kill the boss real quick so you see that one too. Basically, get your brands down, throw your traps, and yeah, that's it. And now we don't have traps anymore. Shit, they have too long cooldown. Okay, very good. Nice boss DPS. Let's go back into town and let's see how this build is working out. So let's talk about the gear real quick. We using dual wielding void batteries. Yes, I know these guys are expensive. They are currently going for 3.5 exalts, I think, 3.3, 3.2, somewhere at that range. But these are just for damage. You know, we have 9 power charges. That means that every time we gather a power charge, as you see on the top side, we're gonna get more and more spell damage. So if you can't afford those, just take any kind of wand. You can even take a shield, just get some spell damage, spell crit, lightning damage, whatever, that kind of stuff, and you will be fine. Here we have Flame Dash, Faster Casting, and the Arcane Surge support. This one is level 1. I should actually get it to level 7, I think. So you want to reach the point that when you are casting your Flame Dash, that you get your Arcane Surge buff and you will be fine. On the other weapon, we have the Brand Recall with an Empower and an Enhance support. I'm still leveling mine. They're both level 2. That's why my cooldown on this Brand Recall is quite high. So what you want to do is getting a Brand Recall level 7. Enhance Empower level 4, and yes, this is expensive as well. I don't even can afford that one, so not needed. But if you can have it, you're just gonna lower the cooldown of the brand recall, so you can cast that way more often, right? So as at the moment I'm on 1.88 seconds cooldown, you can get that pretty low, and you can just constantly spam that. That's super awesome. And every time you do that, you actually get increased attachment range, so they will spread further away, so that's pretty cool. For our helmet, it's pretty much generic energy shield resistance, as easy as that. Here we have the lightning spire trap with conk effect, elemental focus, and trap and mine support. So since I'm using Stonebrand all the time, I don't really need any shocking whatever on the lightning spire trap. They are just for the single target DPS. Then we have an impulsor that is pretty, I wouldn't say mandatory, but it will help your clear speed quite a lot. So I'm playing this build since a couple of days, and I think on the first version, I don't know if I had an impulsor there, but it works, but it's just going to be slower because you're not killing that fast, you know, or at least the explosions, right? If there is a lot of enemies, you just need more brands to kill them off, and the impulsor will just take care of that one. Stonebrand, then we have power charge and critical, the control destruction, added lightning damage, the lightning penetration, and elemental proliferation. So this is not the max DPS setup, right? If you want to have a max boss DPS setup, you're gonna go with stuff like LF focus, conk effect, and stuff like that. But I think power charge and crit is actually nice to have. We are Trickster, that means we have the Swift Killer, but here you gain a power charge and frenzy charge on kill. So on Uber Elder or Shaper, while you are at the Shaper fight, you're not really killing something, so you will not get your power charges. You could actually use an Orb of Storm's power charge on crit, something like that, but I think it's just a way smoother playstyle if you have those power charge and crit on your main ability. Don't forget about that we are running 9 power charges, so that means we have 36% more damage in total, right? So this is actually not even a bad support here. And the elemental proliferation will just spread stuff far away, so we are actually making bigger explosions with our impulsor chest. So, but I still have a 1 linked scorching ray. It's just basically for the Swift Killer. Gain a power and frenzy charge each second while you're channeling. On stuff like Shaper and so on, I'm just gonna use that just completely random, and you see that my power and frenzy charges stack up. Not really needed, but hey, we have the Ascendancy anyway, so why not take use of that one, right? Let's continue with the items. So on the gloves, just generic energy shield resistance. Here we have the discipline, since we are a CI build, so we want to have discipline for more energy shield. Then we have wrath and enlighten. Enlighten is not needed, as you see I can still sustain it, but it will help certainly because we don't have a lot of mana regen and so on. You can definitely run like Herald of Thunder that I used before, like Herald of Thunder, Curse on Hit, probably Assassin's Mark or something like that, and then Onslaught support, for example, is a 4-link. So you get, while mapping, you get a lot of mana return, which is actually super fine. And as I said, the Scorching Ray. Then we use Sintrek boots. They are just generic energy shield. They give a lot of energy shield, 30% movement speed, a lot of dexterity, intelligence. Just, yeah, fine and cheap boots. They go for, I don't even know how much they go for, 3 chaos, so definitely affordable. On the links, we have the Righteous Fire, better said the Val Righteous Fire. Once you activate your Val Righteous Fire, you get more spell damage. So it's not about the circle that does damage, it's more about once you have this active, you get more spell damage and do more damage. It's for bursting. And with increased duration, so that buff lasts longer. And a cast 1 damage taking with Immortal Call. Cast 1 damage take on level 1, so it procs as often as possible. Okay, here about that setup then. For the amulet and the rings, it's just energy shield resistance, energy shield resistance, energy shield resistance. Hey, wait a second. Attributes and multiplier because I was full on resistance on that point. And for the belt, I just have strength and as much as energy shield as I could get. So this has about 144 energy shield flat and some strength. Pretty fine. We are rest cap. This is the one that you would try to get. When we talk about the flasks, I have an Aether's Promise for some more leech and chaos damage, a diamond flask for freeze immunity, a quartz flask for bleed immunity, a wise oak, and a quicksilver flask for more movement speed. So the wise oak, as you know, balance your resistance if you can. If you have the currency, I did not have it, so the only thing I tried is to get my lightning resistance the highest. It's the number in the brackets here, so we have 105% lightning resistance, so our wise oak flask will actually 15% damage penetration on lightning. So that will give us a lot of damage once we have this flask active. Check. What about else? Anything? Nothing. Cosmetics. We use the Celestial Hood, or at least I use it, with Fury Eyes, Double Seraph Dagger with Ultimate Chaos Weapon effects and Double Gore. Ultimate Chaos Body Armor, Dragon Hunter Wings, Kitava Gloves, Kitava Boots, Celestial Character Effect with the Celestial Footprints. Then we have the Demon King Portal Effect, the Dragon Flame Dash, what you see over here, Lightning Spire. No money available to get some MTX. Do they actually have one? I'm not even sure. No, they don't. So, poggers. Celestial Aura Effect, the Cell Nexus Aura Effect, the Scorching Ray Shaper Beam, Celestial Ranger's Fire, and the Dark Immortal Call. Okay, let's take a look at our skill tree. Skill tree wise, I got this one first, the Swift Killer, then I went for the Ghost Dance and the Escape Artist. These are very insane ascendancies for survivability. The Ghost Dance, or at least the Ghost Shrouds that we have like 3 in total. They will give you damage reduction. When you get hit, you lose a stack, but then you get 5% of your evasion rating as your energy shield. You get movement speed. And yeah, they recover every second. And the Escape Artist will give you a lot of energy shield and stun immunity and cast speed, 3 times 36% cast speed. That's insane. And yeah, on top of that, when you have the Uberlap, then take the Harness of the Void for more damage. So the skill tree itself is actually pretty easy. Just get elemental damage, crit, power charge, CI, and the Ghost Reaver for leech, then spell crit. Here we have energy shield. Then we have 4 clusters for brand damage. The first one is going to be Runesmith over here. Then we have the explosive runes over on the bottom here. Then we have the Shaman's Dominion for both Totem and Brand. Obviously Totem doesn't count for us, but for the brands. And most importantly, the Rune Binder, so we can have 2 brands attached on the enemy. That doubles our DPS basically. Okay, if we continue here we have Spell Leech Cluster and Spell Leech Cluster over here. I don't think it's necessary. I think one of these both clusters work out. I had this one before. I thought it's a little bit less, so I went for this one. Then I leveled up, currently 93, so I just took that one on top of that. Here, energy shield, life. Why life? Because we have the energy from within. That basically will convert, if we're gonna take this one out, they give life, all resist, and here is some life in mana. So if you put this one in, every life modifier in the radius will get transformed to energy shield. So as you see, instead of 10% life, they will give now 10% energy shield, same as the bottom ones. The same goes over here with the melding wheel. Usually they give mixed energy shield and life. Once we have that one in, we just get energy shield from that one. So anything else here to explain? Power charges, attack, cast speed, spell damage, like the usual thing. Like, yeah, nothing special to add here. I just think of taking those 3 leech out and just use the crackling speed for more lightning damage, multiplier, and so on. But yeah, can do, don't have to, whatever. Path of Building link is in the description below, as always. Okay, let's talk about the Pantheon powers. I just upgraded them today. I take Soul of Aracali because once we get hit, we have more recovery rate of life and energy shield, which is pretty fine. And Soul of Yugul just for the Uber Elder encounter for reduced cold damage taking. What else could you take? Probably, I don't know, like the physical damage reduction or something. What is it? Grid Cool? Yeah, you can take this one, or movement speed if you haven't been hit recently, like whatever you want. Like, I just take this one for Uber Elder and whatever for anything else. Okay, bandits I killed all, so slash was it bandits? No, slash passives. Yeah, it was slash passives. So 0 from deal with the bandits because we are a crit build and I like to go Alira. For the crit build itself, we have multiplier and all resistance, which is super awesome. All right, anything else to add? Let me quickly think. Gems and gear, yeah, gems and gear. Gems and gear, whatever, it's fine. Skill tree, jewels, what else would I get? Since we have the Wrath, we could actually take a Wrath Watcher's Eye, but I cannot afford one, but if you can, feel free to do so. Helm enchant, go for the damage penetration. I cannot afford. Still worked out pretty fine, so yeah, limited budget, but hey, we did it, so everything is fine. We're going on for the next project. Not entirely sure what that will be. Probably Soulrend Bane on a Trickster this time, since I promised you guys a Soulrend guide actually when I was playing my Occultist before the Shafts ripped. So we're gonna see if we're gonna take this one up again, or any kind of spellcaster, melee, whatever I'm coming up to. I'm gonna sell this gear now and gonna take a look what we can do afterwards. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Let's go. So I did equip the Scorching Ray because we have the Ascendancy with the gain a power and frenzy charge each second while you're channeling. So before the encounter starts, just do like that and build up some frenzy and power charges and that kind of stuff. So we're gonna see if that works out or not. Uber Elder take 1. Exile, do something!
Do something.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Oh fuck. Woo! That was almost close. Guess one lightning spire should work on that mob here. God, why am I so slowed? Holy... What? Hey, why was I slowed like fuck here? Was that as some... lag or something? I did see that he actually made his slowing thing, but... I was far away from that one. That should actually not have happened, but we're in the Shaper at phase now. Looking actually pretty good, I gotta say. Some more here, some more there. Some shit here, some shit there. Oh god. Oh, no, shit. God, that's slow, man. So there is an slam coming. There you go. Looks good. That shit. Perfect. Some dashes here, some dashes there. Some of this, some of that. Some righteous fire popping. Some more brands. No! Okay, that was actually unfortunate. I was trying to dodge the Shaper balls. And then the Shaper beam, and I was like, no shit, we're almost there. Wait a second. We're just gonna screw that Scorching Ray thing to get the power charges. I think we have power charge on crit. That's the only thing that actually matters. So it's just a little bit awkward with the face here. Where's Shaper? Here it is. Okay. Oh god, another Shaper Slam. What the fuck is he doing, man? Wait. Another that thing. Holy shit! Hey, Shaper is dead? Wow. Is he? I don't see any balls flying around, so probably he is.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And now I die here or what? Holy shit. So, actually, it was not that hard, but I gotta say that you definitely feel the nerfed Stormbrand. Obviously, I don't have the gear that I had when I did it last league. But therefore, actually pretty smooth, to be honest. I think we could pull out way more damage if we're gonna do the correct setup here with like elemental weakness, the ally focus and Arcane Search, whatever Path of Building says is the best. But yeah, content clear, we're done. So let's check. Zealotry, Determination, and Purity of Fire.